Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going to take a look at some more vintage collection Phantom Menace figures, and this time around we're going to take a look at the Phantom Menace himself, seemingly the mastermind behind the whole saga. And no, I'm not going to review George Lucas. We are instead going to take a look at the menacing Sith Lord Darth Sidious. Now this figure is, I've got to admit, one of my favourite Darth Sidious figures. Hasbro have done a really good job on this one. There are a couple of things I'm not too sure about, but I'll talk about those as the review goes on. But before we do any of that, as always, we're going to take a look at the packaging that this guy comes in. Now, this has got to be one of my favourite Phantom Menace card backs. Obviously we have the Phantom Menace logo at the top, Darth Sidious' name below, and we have a really cool image of Darth Sidious against the Coruscant nightscape, or the cityscape, sorry, which looks absolutely awesome. Really do like that, very very cool indeed. We also have that Darth Maul competition sticker attached to the front, and on the back we have the 12 back layout with all the other figures in the wave, a few vehicles and a little bit of spiel about the vintage collection itself. Only a few more figures to go from this wave, so check out all the reviews I've done on those figures if you haven't already. So there's the packaging. Now onto the figure. As I said, this is got to be one of Hasbro's best Darth Sidious figures. Everything about this one is superb. They've even got that hood effect down to a T, in my opinion. Really managed to capture that mysterious look of Darth Sidious with this figure. As I said, there are a couple of things I'm not too sure about, and the first one is the fact that the hood is plastic and the robes are soft goods, which is a little bit of a strange combination, but it seems to work really well with this figure, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. The robe is actually stitched up at the front, which is not something we've seen on past Palpatine or Darth Sidious figures. Spoiler alert, guys. But other than that, yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic Darth Sidious figure. Comes with quite a few nice accessories, and what is underneath the robes is quite cool as well. Unlike the Clone Emperor from the comic pack, he's not naked underneath, so we can all breathe a sigh of relief on that front. Once again, just because I love doing this, we're going to zoom in on this figure in 1080p HD, and I'm really going to give you a look at that mysterious effect that the hood creates. Because it hangs so far over the face, you get all that shadow underneath which covers up the eyes, and it really does reflect the appearance of Darth Sidious in the films, which is superb. Really do like that, very impressed with it as well. As you can see, it does come with his lightsaber as well, which I'm not too sure about because he's never seen with his lightsaber in the Phantom Menace, but it's pretty cool nonetheless, and it kind of ties in to what is underneath the robes. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to remove the robes and I'm going to show you what's underneath. First up we have the hood, which comes off, and underneath the hood we have what I consider to be one of the best sculpted likenesses of the actor Ian McDiarmid that I've seen on a Star Wars figure. Ian McDiarmid is obviously the actor who plays Emperor Palpatine or Darth Sidious, and obviously at this point in the saga Palpatine is still not young but more middle-aged than he is in any of the other films, so he's got that younger sort of appearance to him, you know, the brown hair and whatnot. Very cool likeness there, and again, just to give you a better look without all the shading and all that kind of stuff, we're going to zoom in on it. Absolutely superb head sculpt. Very pleased with that. Got grey highlights in the hair, which is really cool as well. And then, as I said, the robes can be removed as well. So just take out the lightsaber, and the robes basically just lift up over the figure's head, like so. And underneath the robes you have sort of a Dark Jedi / Sith Apprentice sort of look for Darth Sidious, which is really cool. And again, it sort of ties into the theme that Hasbro applied to the Padawan Anakin figure from this wave, in the sense that it sort of incorporates an expanded universe element to this figure. Personally, I'd have rather seen underneath the robes Senator Palpatine, you know, with the sort of regal senatorial robes, but this works really well as well, and it kind of gives you a sense of what Darth Sidious would have looked like during his training as a Sith apprentice. Obviously you'll have noticed as well underneath, just attached to the side of the belt there, is another lightsaber, which is pretty cool. I think that's the first unlit Darth Sidious lightsaber hilt that we've seen on a figure. And in terms of articulation, Darth Sidious has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, elbows and swivel wrists, a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ankles. He's also got quite a bit of a hump to him, and the hands are really well sculpted as well. They've got that horrible sort of veiny, decrepit look to them. Don't know how well that really shows up, but it looks like they've been chewed up and they're all veiny and weird, which looks pretty cool. So all we need now is a Darth Plagueis figure. Are you listening, Hasbro? But yeah, very, very cool figure, and certainly one that I'd recommend picking up, especially if you're a fan of the Dark Lord of the Sith himself. So very cool figure, highly recommended, and the dark side of the Force is definitely strong with this one. So there we go, that is Darth Sidious from the Vintage Collection. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure, and I'll be back with some more reviews very soon. I've got 2 more to do from this wave, and I've definitely saved the best till last, so stay tuned for those and many more. Until next time guys, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.